What are some points in your life where if like a small change was made, it would have like huge fucked up effects later on?
I would say if I died on birth, that would probably set back my experience in life a bit.
Yeah, yeah, I think that probably maybe like change your like grades and taste in music and shit.
Probably, I would imagine myself being a lot more boring. Like if I were to look back on my life, it would probably be pretty boring.
I don't think people would like you as much, not because they would actively dislike you, but just because when they would think of you, they'd probably tend to get sad instead of happy.
Yeah.
So, you'd be kind of a dick.
Yeah, it's true.
I think I was born not really breathing a lot. Oh, you know what?
Yeah.
Did I ever tell you about when I was like 2 years old, me and my family were at the beach, and my mom was taking a picture of me and my dad standing like ankle deep in the ocean.
Mhm.
And 2 seconds after the picture was taken, we look really happy in the picture, by the way.
Right.
We're having a great time. 2 seconds after she puts the camera away, a wave crashes into me and just pulls me completely out of sight. And for like 5 seconds, I'm invisible. I'm like completely submerged, and they have no idea what happened to me. And then I get up out of the water and I say mouth because the salt water had gotten into my mouth.
You go mouth. So you just said mouth?
Yeah. I was kind of an idiot. Yeah. Hey, Jack. You there?
Welcome. Hello.
Welcome.
Hello.
Jack, we were just talking about events in our lives where if one small change was made, it would have drastic consequences.
Probably the time I almost drowned.
Yeah,
That
I
a
was
pretty
just
big
talking about a time
change.
I almost drowned.
Yo, oh my god, all of this talk about almost drowning has reminded me of the time that I almost drowned too.
We're fucking Aqualad, dude.
Yo, I was the lamest superhero. No offense to Jason Momoa, but like, come on, man.
I don't know, man. I
Jack.
thought that guy. Who was that kid who was like in the Young Justice League animated TV show?
Young Justice,
I thought-
Oh yeah,
Aqualad.
Aqualad.
The guy with like he was like Manta Guy's son or something.
Yeah, Black Manta's son, yeah.
Yeah,
And
Aqualad.
then, yeah.
Yeah, I thought
I
he
won't
was.
spoil it because I think
thought
all
he
of our
was-
listeners should watch Young Justice, but
thought he was
I think
pretty
everybody
hot.
should watch Young Justice. You know, he is hot. Everyone in that show is hot, including
including the children. Continue.
Yeah. No, that was the end of my sentence.
Okay. Yeah, Young Justice Aqualad is one of the finest slices of man I've ever seen in my entire life.
I'm gonna
Jack,
look up a picture of him right now.
please tell us the specifics of the time you almost drowned. Nice.
Yo, really? That's crazy, man.
Jack, are you there?
I think Jack just drowned.
Will, what do you think? How do you think our reactions would be if he genuinely just died, but it was like really, really comedic, like timing? Like we'd have. I don't want to say mixed emotions. I think first and foremost would be pretty devastated, but but it was so well timed that like.
I think it would be like, you know, like when somebody that you don't like does something really cool and you can't help but appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I feel like. That's what it'd be like. I'd be like, damn, that really sucks. But like,
yeah,
if you had to die at a certain point, it's pretty cool that you died and it was funny.
Yeah. If you saw me die in a totally ridiculous way, like
shitting out your own intestines and then bleeding out.
Yeah, I was gonna say like farting into a combustion chamber.
Or
And
cleaning out like a gun and then looking down the barrel and blowing your own head off.
right, or yeah, or something like I don't know, like getting a fidget spinner stuck in my throat or something. Like, just like I admit it, you'd be like,
If you got a fidget spinner stuck in your throat, I think I would. I don't know. I would probably
like
be
1 laugh to 19 cries ratio, right? Like,
Yeah, exactly. I would. It would be just out of the absurdity of the moment. I think it would be really, really funny, and then after the fact, I would be like horrified, just in general. Like,
actually, I think it'd be pretty interesting if, like, as a coping mechanism, if it was too much of a psychological task to actually process it, you actually did just burst out in a fit of laughter at first reaction. That would be understandable.
yeah, I think so. But I think although you were giving me this out right here to have me avoid saying that I would hysterically laugh upon your death, I'm gonna double down and say that no, I would not be laughing because of that. I would totally be laughing because you got a fucking fidget spinner stuck in your throat and choked to death because of that.
I hope you also. I hope that also happens years from
Oh,
now.
Jack's back.
So it's.
What's up, Jack?
I hope that happens 12 years from now. So it's like really awkward why you even had that.
Jack, it's like your desire to express that thought overrided whatever audio issues you were experiencing.
My computer thought it was important.
Yeah, it is important. I'm so, you wish it would happen 12 years ago. So what?
No, 12 years from now. So then by then it's really weird for you to still have a fidget spinner.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah. You're like
yeah, 2033, and
we see each other for the first time in a while because our lives have diverged courses, and we're seeing each other in person for the first time, and you're showing me around your new apartment, and you go, "Ha, funny! I still got this little thing, right?" And you do the little fidget spinner, and you try to do a trick with it, like I don't know any fidget spinner tricks, but you would try to do a trick with it, and then somehow get it lodged in your throat.
Trachea.
Yeah.
I really hope the next time I see you, it's at one of you guys' funerals. No, I don't actually hope that. Please don't take my word for that, God.
No, Jack. If it gets uploaded to YouTube, it happens.
I think it would
God.
be really Oscar. I think it would be really funny if you went to like a Renaissance festival and were like, "Hey, I'm a fidget spinner swallower," instead of like a sword swallower, and then on your first ever like performance, you just died in front of a bunch of kids. Like you just choked to death on a fidget spinner in front of like 40 kids.
First of all, I love that this brings us back to the one, like, children have to watch someone die theme from the Riley part earlier. And
Yes.
second, I love the concept here that I make a modification to an incredibly deadly sport
Already
exponentially less dangerous, and I instantly die.
Yeah, you somehow take away all of like the thrill and interest in this thing, and then immediately die.
I don't entertain anybody, and I probably don't make any money, and everybody just kind of like silently watches me choke for like 10 minutes straight.
You'll be the new Van Gogh.
What does that mean?
Yeah, can you elaborate?
I was just at a Van Gogh exhibit, so I got Van Gogh on the brain.
Oh, I get you.
The idea of
That makes sense. I got Diane Orbis on the brain.
I was at work, so I got work on the brain.
The idea of a man who was greatly unappreciated in his time, who didn't seem to contribute anything to his field back then, but upon his gruesome death is widely celebrated.
I know we were speaking figuratively, but medically, I have tiny little fish on the brain.
Tiny little fish.
Little fish.
Just like little fish.
Where do you work again?
I work at a place called Mark's Kitchen.
I love that place.
Fucking way.
I love that
really?
place.
Yeah, no, like for real, I'm working there at Mark's Kitchen.
Have you
Will,
met the
that
Mark, the ever
restaurant
famous
is
Mark?
my happiest staple of childhood. That is the fucking altar of my younger being. That's
Will and
like,
Oscar.
Yeah. My brother was just telling me that he literally saw you outside of Mark's Kitchen one time when he went to go clock in because I got my brother like just quit there and he asked me if I wanted his job. And so I was like, hell yeah, because I don't gotta look for a job.
right, yeah.
And,
Oh,
and then
yeah, he would see me outside there. I stand outside there all the time. That's crazy that I've never seen him.
yeah, and so like yeah, I don't know. I mean, you're not around there anymore, but like come by, you know.
Yeah, yeah. I'm coming home for Thanksgiving.
Yeah, for sure.
We could go to Mark's Kitchen.
Yeah, and
Jack, you
I'll
and I could go to Mark's Kitchen and order during Will's shift and kind of like eat and have a good time in front of him as he stands behind the counter like a little pussy.
well, I stand there just loathing life. Yeah.
He's working.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just be like shouting from behind the counter, like, yeah, but what if this happened?
Just we hear you like getting fired as background noise. Audience, if you're ever in Silver Spring, Maryland, please
Please harass Will at
leave
work.
Silver Spring, Maryland, and enter Tacoma Park, Maryland. And once you're in Tacoma Park, Maryland, go to Mark's Kitchen and order my favorite dish, the 3-noodle combination.
The triple noodle medley.
Sorry, yeah.
Yeah, you fucking idiot, man. You're a fake fan. Are you really a fan of Mark's Kitchen? Name 3 of their songs.
Mark's Kitchen hasn't been good since 1996 when they released Pinkerton.
I was a fan of their White album.
Nah, man. Rubber Soul is their best album.
Yeah.
Mark's Kitchen has been good since Europa. Oh, Mark's Kitchen does
my
have
mom is
Beatles
clout
posters, right?
chasing.
They have what?
Keeps yelling.
Mark's Kitchen has Beatles posters, right?
They have
I
Dr.
still can't
Seuss
hear you.
photos.
Oh yeah, no, they do have. They have like I don't know if they're. I'm pretty sure they're original. They look like original sketches of Dr.
They
Seuss.
are.
Yeah, sitting over
From the
there.
adulterer himself.
Yeah, that guy worked with Stan Lee.
I was crushed when I learned that guy cheated on his wife.
Dr. Seuss?
Yeah.
Dude, I feel like
with learning that he hated the Japanese.
yeah, there are other worse things that he did.
So I think this is probably one of the worst things he did. His wife got cancer, and as she lay dying on her deathbed, he decided to cheat on her, and he also told her before she died that he was cheating on her. So this guy's fucked.
Damn. That is
Head is head.
I was mad, am I right?
Oh, man. Are you referring to Dr. Seuss's cancerous wife? Or not cancerous wife? I feel like that's the wrong adjective to give her.
I've said all I have to say, and I would high five you if I could.
Will sounded an awful like Dr. Seuss by calling his wife cancerous.
Yeah.
In many ways, my wife is a cancer to me. Ironic, but true.
Let me make some other comments real quick. And I'll sound a lot more like Dr. Seuss. I'm not going to say them because they'd be racist.
Gotcha. I'll imagine.
I
remember I was in my Eagle project where I donated a bunch of books to the correctional library. I had to sort through them. You helped me, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. I don't know if I was there to help you sort through them, but I definitely helped donate a bunch of books.
Yeah. As I remember, as I was sorting through them, I got there's like specific guidelines that they have to obey for the prison to accept them.
Mhm.
one of the books that I got was Dr. Seuss World War II propaganda.
Yeah.
Like it was like a bunch of like little Dr. Seuss Japanese people like being like just like little monsters.
Oh.
And
As Japanese people are wont to do.
yeah, and I think we ended up donating it because it was like a piece of history, and I have no idea what happened to it once it got to the library itself.
You should have kept that and sold it.
Yeah.
Just completely go against the entire point of your Eagle project. Just
Right.
or just kept it, because that's a really interesting piece of history. Yeah.
I remember Charlie was helping me sort through them. One of the books was like an argument, like it was like a 300-page long argument for atheism, and Charlie was like, "This is rubbish. This is like I can't. My dignity won't allow me to like put this in the pile." I'm like, Charlie, this isn't the fucking Charlie Club book club. Like,
Yeah.
put aside, swallow your pride, and put the book in the fucking pile.
Swallow your pride, I think, is the hardest thing you could ask
It's
Charlie
hilarious.
to do.
Charlie's one of those like
Charlie,
religious, like
that-
political people.
That entire evening was just like 4 hours of like me and Charlie alone, just like him like contesting like every other book. He was like, I don't really agree with this theory. I mean, it's like a solid theory on like the history of American Zionism, but like I really don't like the way it incorporates Ben Gurion's role as second prime minister. And I was just like, shut the fuck up. Like,
shut up, put it in the pile.
yeah, he's goated for he definitely helped me out sorting more than anybody else though, and he's goated for that. And I
Why
do hope to have
so
him as a
many
guest.
donations? Were you like getting donations from like the Zionist temple or some shit? Like, why did you have so many books on Jewish Zionism?
Honestly, that topic just popped into my head because Charlie runs a Discord server where he reads everybody a book about Zionism as like a bedtime story for like an hour every night.
He does that? Can I join?
Yeah, it's called In the Lion's Den. A history of American Zionism.
Yeah, send me the
Can
invite.
you send me the link to that Discord?
Yeah.
Get more educated.
I hope
Yeah.
he's fine with me talking about this in front of America, but yeah, I can see if you guys I can ask him if he wants more people to join. Yeah.
I don't care if he wants more people to join. I want to join.
Okay.
That's
You're right.
what-
I'm sorry. I forgot what was important here.
Yeah, thank you.
As a matter of fact, I'm just going to say Charlie's address if you want me to.
Yes, please.
Okay. Charlie's address is 404 Hannah Street, Silver Spring, Maryland, 20901.
Did you just actually reveal his fucking street number?
All right. Anyway, Jack, did we ever finish your drowning story?
No, we did not.
Yeah, tell us. How'd you drown?
The epic ironic thing about it was that day my sister decided she wanted to do this fun little thing with her friends where she would pretend they were like a rescue team on a kayak that was like a really long kayak so that multiple people could sit in it at the same time. And I just got on a boogie board and I just kind of drifted.
That's a funny word.
I literally just went out into the ocean.
Mhm.
And then I just got further and further into the ocean.
Mhm.
And then the waves were bigger. And
Mhm.
the strap came off. I don't know. Strap came off, attaching me to the said boogie board, slipped over the side, and that was it. And then everything went black, and my clone awakened. So.
Oh, right, yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
I'm hearing it from a sad little ghost.
Yeah, and then I had to pilot the Eva. fucking stuff.
Yeah, then I had to save humanity or whatever.
And then I went into the ICU and see my friend, and the craziest thing happened.
Idiot Shinji couldn't get mine.
Yeah, I love that you call Shinji-kun.
Cowabunga, Shinji-kun. Gotta love
I
him.
guess if you're gonna tell your
No, I didn't
drowning story,
finish.
I can tell my drowning story. Oh, you didn't finish?
No.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I believe
just wound up
you
down-
verbatim. You said, and that's the end.
You said, and that's
No.
it. Yeah.
No,
And
there's
that
a
was
sequel.
it, right?
No.
Oh,
There's,
this
there's
is-
an extended
okay.
DLC.
Electric.
There's a DLC.
Oh, right.
Boogaloo.
The
Yeah.
movie End of Jack. Yeah.
Yeah. You need to read the comics first.
All right.
Oh, right. I'm sorry.
Yeah. For the audience who hasn't read them, I'm just gonna quick recap the extended scene version of the comics. Basically, I just kept, sinking to the, and then I would kick off the bottom of the ocean back up to the surface, and I just kept doing that for like 15, 20 minutes. And then eventually people realized I was not around, and they were like,
Oh.
oops. And then
Oh, shucks.
there was a girl who her dad was like an Australian naval officer, and of course he'd like trained his kids to be like Olympic level athletes,
Right.
So she just comes over like whoosh, 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 like running through the water, cutting through it like lightning. And then she just scoops me up.
Cool. So
And that
are
was
you?
that.
And that
And
was
then
that.
apparently I said to my parents that they were like, oh my god, like what happened? I was like, oh, I was just so sad because I was never gonna see anybody again.
You moved completely past the panic and like right into the existential dread. How old were you?
Exactly.
Man.
I was a kid. I didn't realize to be afraid of death. I just knew that it was unfortunate.
How old were you?
I was probably around 5.
Damn.
Because the whole thing is like when you're a kid. Because I had been around. There had been people who had drowned, or who had died while I was a kid, and it was always just sort of not freak out a kid. I never really had the existential freak out as a kid of like people die and then they're gone forever and it's awful. I just like when I learned about death, I just kind of went, that's a bit sad. Oh well.
Must be sad,
And then,
isn't it?
a bit sad, didn't it? And then moved on, I guess. So I was just
Got
kind of
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
And set up with me nudes.
Oh
yeah.
yeah, you were having all
quick
this
to see me
existential
bum.
dread. What's up?
I said, I've got my OnlyFans set with me nudes and all that. £5 to see me bum, innit?
That's the most fucked up part of the story. Is Jack was having all this existential dread with a British accent, and he was drowning with a British accent because he was Jack. You were in England at this time, right?
No, this is not true. I didn't have a British accent at any point in my life.
Man.
Thank fucking God.
This was a Pacific island. This was opposite side of the ocean.
Oh.
Nice.
Huh.
Nice.
Oh.
Actually, in the my college. Welcome to NASCAR podcast, everybody.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. is the greatest racer of all time.
3 cars in conversation with each other, revving their engines,
Beep, 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 beep,
honking
beep,
their
beep.
horns. Flicking their exhaust pipe back and forth.
All right, what were we talking about? What's going on?
I was
That's a podcast.
the person who runs my college Discord has an OnlyFans, and I'm wondering. I'm not personally
Subscribe.
I'm not. I'm wondering because I'm
Jack,
not
this isn't even a
interested.
debate.
This is
I'm
not
not
a
really
debate.
interested in women, but
No. Subscribe.
I mean,
Yeah,
I've
me
never even
neither.
met
I
her in
mean,
person.
like I'm straight, but like
I'm not interested in women. I'm
what they
straight.
have to
Though.
say.
Right, yeah. No, I'm I'm not
Yeah, it's kind
interested.
of hard. Like, I don't respect women's opinions or thoughts.
I bet
Yeah.
subscribing to the OnlyFans would help tolerate her.
If I can sexualize her, yeah.
All right, we're
think
getting
it-
into the
I-
we're getting into the pattern that we went into in the draft podcast yesterday that we decided we shouldn't do, Jack.
What, where you guys just start saying like heinous shit?
Yeah, we just for like 20 minutes straight, just like
Yeah.
exchanging like foul, like prejudiced ideas, like as a bit, and then after the 20 minutes passed, we started to like ponder like how effective of a bit it all was.
Yeah.
So at that point, we
No, you
just
see-
spent like half an hour discussing how great it is that Nestle withholds water from people. You know?
From the residents of Flint, Michigan. yeah, and yeah. I honestly, I still have a fondness for that one, for the
For
pros
Nestle
and cons
withholding
of
water from
Nestle's
the
child labor.
residents of Flint, Michigan. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's. I mean, I was about to say, I think it's actually pretty cool, and then I was like, wait, no, we have to stop doing it.
Jack had a great quote, like a great way of phrasing it. He voiced his concerns about what the hell we'd been saying. And I was like, don't worry, I'm going to do like a little cleanup in post. I'm just going to like trim the fat of the podcast. And he was like, Oscar, I think it's all been fat so far.
It's just like bacon. You've got like a fucking inch of meat and then a metric ton of fat.
Yeah, it's like lard.
Oops, all fat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Podcast, oops, all fat. Man, I feel like if that was the name of the podcast, though, podcast "Oops All Fat," people would just expect it to be about like dieting,
Being fat.
and
That's not a fucking bad name.
podcast "Oops All Fat."
Yeah. That's not a bad name, is it?
I like Zuby.
Zuby.
Zuby. That's pretty good.
I was
Zuby.
running out of patience and I had to type something real quick, so I typed the first word that came to mind.
It's not even a real word.
No, it isn't.
Hold on, I'm gonna look up Zuby right now and see what comes up. All right, let's see.
I was wondering since yesterday, how is that funny little character Jonah doing?
Jack and I had a friend in middle school named Jonah who came up with Zuby. It's not really fair to associate it with him because he stopped saying it like 4 years ago. But yeah, Jonah's good. I went on a hike with him a few weeks ago before I left. That was one of the last events that I had at home. Yeah.
Cool. I'm about to show you my findings. I'm gonna put it into our chat, but I'm gonna show you my findings of when I looked up Zuby, and I here. Let me just. Where is it? What the hell? It's right over here. All right, cool. Hey, yo, check this out. This is so this is the podcast.
Oh no.
Yeah. I feel like this is a pretty big issue because it was like the first thing that showed up, and it shows up as my brother is like laughing in the corner, distracted.
First of all,
Rat. Okay.
Zuby's not the name of the baby, it's the name of the company.
Yeah, it is. It is the name of the company, but it's so weird. Zuby Animesh babies offer the most realistic role-playing experience in Second Life.
What?
Oh, it's an extension for Second Life.
Are you the baby?
They work with a variety of baby accessories, toys, supplies, and furniture. You can care for your baby to earn tokens. Wow, that's amazing. You can care for your baby to earn monetary value. Awesome.
That's the opposite of how it works in
Which
real life.
can be redeemed for toys. Oh, the tokens just earned to be. All right. Yeah. Yeah, that is actually the exact opposite of how it works. You can provide gems that will help level up your baby with new animations. Dude, it's just like real life. I have to feed my baby emeralds and rubies before they learn how to walk.
Yeah.
The experience you have with your baby.
Yeah, before they learn new animations.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Babies come with advanced HUDs, allowing you to change skins, track happiness, buy supplies, change clothing textures. Okay.
How am I connected in multiple areas? Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yeah.
What the fuck is going on?
Oh yeah, there's two of you.
Oh wow, whoa. What's up, Jack? What's up, Jack? But I love that idea of the babies come with advanced HUDs, allowing you to change skin. I just imagine you. Hey, can you go change the
skin?
Yeah, can you go change the baby real quick? You wake up at like 3 a.m. and your wife is like, "Hey, can you go change the baby real quick?" And you walk in there and you just peel off its skin and put a new layer on. You flay the baby
like a snake. Yeah.
Excuse me.
Oh, can we do a bit more of that actually?
You see that video of the dude who tries to open a beer with his phone and he fucking cracks in half his iPhone?
How does he try and open a beer with a phone?
Because he's so fucking stupid.
Who's doing this?
There's this video here. Wait, I'll try to find it. It's this video of this dude. All right. I just realized that was like a full Joe Rogan moment right there. You see that video of the dude hitting a moose with his car?
And then dead.
Jamie, you gotta pull this shit up. And then you watch this moose like break all of its legs, effectively killing it immediately. And he goes, I love that. All right, now let me look this up. Dude tries to open beer with it.
Dude, I do have a kind of rant that I've been meaning to go on that's very similar to something Joe Rogan might say.
Okay.
Uh-oh. Is it about minorities?
Oh yeah, dude, he has the best opinion about minorities. It's awesome. All right, click on that link.
Oh, yeah, I'll go on it in a second.
Have a go at those.
Jack then. You okay?
Underwater quality audio in the background of you watching the video.
It breaks like a cracker.
Yeah.
That didn't take any effort at all.
It's so funny. It's like I like how he like winds up and then he applies like a modicum of pressure and the top of the iPhone just goes. It comes off immediately.
I was expecting it to like crack. It snaps.
It snaps in half so quickly. Oh my god.
Not even in half. It like an eighth of it comes off.
Yeah. Oh,
like a Kit Kat.
Just the tip.
Wait, it kind of makes that noise too, that Kit Kat noise.
Yeah.
Make me up a piece of that.
I want to eat the phone.
Yeah, no, it kind of sounds like Kit Kats in the Kit Kat commercial. Did you just watch it, Jack?
I mean, I did, yes.
Nice. It's a good video. I like that video.
I like that video. Send me that video.
I like that video. Send me the link to that video. I like that video. Jamie,
send that to me.
Jamie, pull the video up. Jamie.
It's okay. First of all, this reminds me of this Instagram post I saw that was like a compilation of like slow motion, no sound MMA clips. The caption was good kick compilation, and it's just professional MMA fighters, just
Kicking
like
the shit out of each other.
no, it's like a slow motion, like 5 second long clip of just a kick attempt where the dude's leg like shatters on impact.
Yes,
and like wraps around the other guy's leg.
Yeah, you want to know what's crazy about that is that the dude who got that kick delivered to him, they talked about this on the TMG podcast as well. But like the dude who gets that kick delivered to him, so his shin broke on impact, right? It shattered.
The one who got kicked.
No, the one who kicks, right? The dude who kicks, his shin breaks on impact. It's like a clean break. It effectively puts you out of commission, like at minimum 6 months, at maximum for the rest of your life. Like it could end your fighting career, right?
Yeah.
And then 2 years later or something like that, the dude who received the kick and who blocked it did the same thing. Exact same thing happens. His leg fucking like snaps. But what's crazy is you've got like the adrenaline of the fight going. So the dude kicks, doesn't realize his shin just broke, puts his leg back to like, like continue fighting, realizes his shin is broken, falls on the ground and starts howling in pain.
Yeah. That's incredible.
It is incredible, but it's also fucking horrifying.
Dude, one of the dudes in the slide, he like obliterated his leg just by just stepping onto it. He just like took a step backwards and it just like imploded.
Yeah, it's just like when Conor McGregor in that like recent fight, he like stepped, he did like a front kick, then like stepped wrong and broke his own ankle.
Yeah, I know this isn't like the right takeaway, but these people have such weak bodies.
You're such a fucking idiot.
They're so fucking.
You're such a fucking idiot.
Dude, wait, everyone shut up for a second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just need to blow my nose.
Yeah.
Jack, I hope you have a really good quality microphone. Yeah, no.
Can you hear it at all?
Yeah,
I don't
hear you blowing your nose.
I could. Yeah, Jack, I could hear it. I wish I didn't.
Nice.
Do it again.
Wait, everyone get quiet real quick. I have to walk by a TV. Hey, everybody.
I take thousands of steps every day, and I don't destroy my own fucking bones.
Y'all want to put my entire family on the pod?
That is actually true. That's a good point to make. Yeah, like I don't understand how not only does Conor McGregor fight for a living and is on his feet, like bouncing around for a living, he somehow broke his own foot. Like, how the fuck do you do that?
There are so many podcasts where the hosts just suck off athletes for the entire hour. Can we just like shit on people who are like objectively physically superior to us? And just...
Dude, Usain Bolt is just like I fucking hate that guy.
Dude, Usain Bolt, my piece of shit 2002 Toyota fuckface can fucking laugh me. I don't understand what the hype is.
Yeah, exactly, bro. He could reach 24 miles an hour max, bro. I could reach that speed on a bike. I reached that speed today.
Are you trying to put your family on, Jack?
I've got a Siamese cat now, so I'm gonna send you a picture of that.
What?
Siamese cat? Like it's got
it's
two
not
cats
mine.
in one?
It's my sister.
That's so great, though. How's your other cat reacting to it?
Not good. She wants to kill him.
She's a fighter. Is she holding her own?
No, she's like a third of his size. So she is trying very hard to kick his ass every time she sees him. And
that's like what dogs do.
He just walks away. He's not interested. I've sent a picture of him.
Let us check.
What a good cat.
Where's my mouse? There it is.
It's a really low quality picture, by the way. I hope you enjoy.
That's
just a really high quality cat.
Nice cat.
That's a cat. Shit, my sister takes the ugliest photos of this cat. He looks awful. She takes these photos of him that look like. Let me show you what kind of angle she takes all of his photos of him at. Imagine you know, when you send a photo of somebody where you take a selfie and it's like too close and below the nose,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, yeah,
every
yeah, yeah.
photo she takes of this cat.
Oh God, I love that. Yeah, that I dub that like the immediate like humbler photo angle. Like if you take any photo from that angle, you will immediately feel so shitty about yourself and how you
Yeah.
look.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I got you.
Oh, we got Will's dad on the podcast.
That was actually my brother.
Oh, brother on the
No,
podcast.
I thought that was Andrew too when I first heard the voice, but then through context, I realized that Andrew wasn't a gamer, so it was probably Nick.
Yeah.
I love that my audience is gonna know like the first names of like Will's parents and brother and stuff.
Yeah, and then you name drop Riley Malone, and then but just Charlie. I feel like for us, like like his
Just
last name's
Charlie,
Malone.
but Charlie's address.
Yeah, just Charlie's address. For us, Riley Malone, like his last name is as much a part of his personality and identity as it is as is his first name. You know?
Great.
That one just escaped. There was nothing I could do about it. I'm sorry.
You recovered like nothing happened though, which I don't like, but I guess it was well executed.
Yeah, I don't. I think what's happened to me is like I used to very much encourage burping and still do. So sometimes I try to say used to like say make myself sound like more polite or
Right.
amiable. No, like I be burping in this bitch all the time, you know.
Yeah.
And so
Oh, bastard. This cat is stealing her fucking food now.
I just hear, oh, bastard.
That's how you talk to cats.
Dude, are you like
yeah.
Caesar Milan but for cats?
It's like I'm the godfather of all these guys.
On the day of my darling daughter's wedding,
You come and eat her cat food.
you come and eat a cat food. I'm gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. That does not even like remotely sound like him. It's such
That
a
wasn't bad.
What's his name again? Malone?
I'm not even gonna try.
Riley Malone.
I know his name, but I don't at this moment.
Cool. You know his name, but you don't?
You should know him, Oscar. He played a Native American in a movie once.
Riley? That's fucked up.
That is so fucked up.
Oops.
He can't
Oops.
do that.
Accidental racism again.
Oh fuck! I hate
Wait
when
a
that
minute.
happens.
But
I'm gonna have to cut the episode out, Oscar, again.
It's just
are
like
you
that
talking
lady.
about the guy who played the Godfather? Marlon Brando?
Marlon Brando, that's what I'm thinking of.
It's just like
Yeah,
it's just
Marlon
like,
Brando.
Like what was her
It's
name?
so funny.
Roseanne.
It's so
Yeah.
funny. Marlon
Who-
Brando is one of my favorite actors, and Emiliano Zapata is one of my favorite people. It's just a shame that Marlon Brando got cast as Emiliano Zapata because he did brownface for it.
Yeah.
But on their own, ace guys.
Yeah, Marlon Brando.
Yeah, cut out the racism in this episode again, Oscar. You're gonna have to,
But include that soundbite of Jack saying, "Cut out the racism in this one again."
Yeah.
That way, they
So
think we're all
people can
racist.
people can accuse me then of it, but they
Yeah.
won't have any evidence other than that,
Exactly.
and I can just be like, "Hey, it was a joke,"
Yeah, but
exactly.
there's
and they'll never know if it was.
It's just like that
sky's the limit
lady.
to how bad it could be in their imagination.
It's just like
Yeah.
that lady Roseanne who was like, who got a bunch of Ambien and then went on Twitter and said the N-word. And then she was like, "Sorry guys, I was on a bunch of Ambien. Oopsie." And then a bunch of people are like, "Yeah, a lot of us take Ambien, and the side effects do not include being racist."
Yeah.
Well, that's my side effect.
I think even the official Ambien like spokespeople had to like say like something along the lines of our product does not cause racism.
Yeah,
Or
that's like I'm pretty sure that's what I'm thinking about. It's like the dude who I don't know if he was like the guy who like invented Ambien or whatever the fuck, who like came up with the formula. It's like that's what he said, but he was like you can't
The side
it does
effect of
make-
Ambien is burping.
Yeah, the side effect of Ambien is burping. One of my favorite things ever is the Ambien subreddit, which is really fucking funny. And there's a bunch of really good posts on there. One of my favorite ones was this dude. He has this picture, and he goes, and it's just a cookie screwed in to a coffee table. And the caption is called something like, "I screwed a cookie." he was just trying to secure it.
of course.
Or there's that dude on Ambien who ordered himself like a $5,000 solid gold statue of a moose or whatever the fuck, or a cow or something like that.
Yeah.
Wait, a cow? A golden calf?
Yeah, a golden calf.
Oh, sick.
Nice.
Committing
You're
heresy?
actually anti-biblical.
Ambien does make you commit idolatry.
I bet that's what Dr. Seuss was on. He was just on a hella Ambien to try to cut back on the stress of his wife having cancer, and that's why he
Yeah.
then cheated on her. You know, was adulterous. But
I meant idolatry, not adultery.
Yeah, basically Dr. Sigma way too based for own good and stupid cancer wife, so
Have you guys ever heard of what's this guy's name? He was a test subject who got like half of his brain cut out.
no, I'm thinking of the guy who got a railway spike shoved through his like out under his eye.
I
and
love
it
that
came
guy.
It came out of his like left. It shot through his left lobe, and he was just like. He just became like a fucking sociopath after that because he had no concept of like fear or self-consciousness and would walk around naked like in public all the time, and then died of 32 at like in a bar of a seizure because his brain realized it should be dead.
There is what's his name?
Basically, to summarize, local Sigma gets massive red pill shoved through brain and becomes too based for own seizure.
Yeah. Actually,
I'm trying to look up what this guy's name. He had like an HM patient HM. Oh, let me look it up. Patient HM. Yes, Henry Molaison had a bilateral medial temporal lobectomy.
Lobectomy.
So he got it for epilepsy, which is fucked.
Right.
And essentially, he couldn't remember anything past like 5 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
But he had like childhood memories and things
Right.
like that. He just couldn't remember anything. He couldn't make memories afterwards. Except they found out that he could remember things like space and time. Like he was aware of what his home looked like.
Right. Yeah.
And
And
he knew
wasn't it like? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, he just like he knew what his home was like, who it looked like. He knew like he knew that he was generally like he knew what age he knew like basic like math, things like that.
Right.
He knew like it yeah.
And then it was
insane.
also like they had him go through tests of like I'm pretty sure this might not be the same guy, but it was like a similar study where they had him like go through like solve mazes and puzzles, but they would give him the same mazes and the same puzzles, and every single time he would solve them faster and faster.
Yeah.
And with like more ease each time. Yeah.
This guy's experience sounds like 11 from Stranger Things, and I'd say that in front of his parents.
His parents are
He's probably dead too.
Hi, this is my sister, by the way. It's Rigby. The Rigby's here.
Hi.
That's the name
You're
of the
on YouTube.
Siamese. He's a man. He's a cool man. Did I mention how huge this cat is? This cat is like 11.
Pounds.
He's like.
He's 10 pounds.
She says he's 10 pounds. He's more like 12.
Jack, my cat is Wolfie is 18 pounds.
Damn.
Oh, big chonker.
Yeah,
Big
I'm not.
chungus?
Post
Yeah.
it to Reddit.
Yeah, dude, I would.
I love how that's everybody's Reddit impression nowadays. Yeah.
No, they probably just have like hard time breathing and moving.
Wolfie's really not very overweight at all, in my opinion.
Just big.
I really do think that he really just like ended up big somehow, and I don't know.
You got hit
It's
by
like
the big ray.
he has kind of a tiny head in proportion to the rest of his body, but he also has a really high pitched voice, which isn't like mandatory because once he meowed like normally, and I was like, what the fuck was that? And then he went like back to like being like a little squeaky guy again. And so I every single day I just ask him to his face. I'm like, can you please do the normal voice again?
Please do the normal voice again.
When he was younger too, like when he was a little kitten, he had a pretty normal voice, and then one day the octaves just started
Getting
doing
higher.
doing a little jig upwards.
Are you telling me that your cat got forced femmed?
What?
You know the fetish, forced feminization?
No, shut the fuck up. This is my little baby boy you're talking about. I don't want to hear about whatever
And
things
your
are going
baby
on
boy
right
got
now.
forced femmed.
I don't want to hear it, Jack.
Well, you know.
I do though. So what is forced femmed?
No.
Oscar, just plug your ears.
Well,
Keep my little orange cat's name out of your fucking mouth.
Garfield?
Garfield?
He does kind of look like Garfield. He's stripy. And
I have seen enough Garfield
Does
forced
he like
fem.
lasagna? Hold on, I'm
Yeah.
gonna look this up right now. Hold up. Let's see here. Force fem. Okay.
Hold on. Yeah? Yeah? What? Okay. Okay. All right. Good night. All right. That's me talking to my mom. Average conversation.
You guys are like 3 feet apart from each other.
Yeah, we're also like literally like 5 feet apart from each other. No joke.
Yeah. The first image
Just
is
screaming.
this blonde woman staring directly at the camera with a shit-eating, like, wide teeth smile, and it says, "Go put your panties on, sissy. I kind of let your secret out, and now my friends want to see how pretty you look at them."
All right.
I really
yeah.
regurgitate everything I hold dear. I try and talk about my big little cat, and
Your little meow meow.
So from what I gather, it's just force femmes, just like forcing somebody who's like a penis haver to act feminine.
Essentially. Usually,
you know
though,
what
it's
happens in hold on, I need to look up the correct country that I'm thinking of in order to make sure I don't say something ignorant. But go ahead. Keep talking.
you can already go ahead and just assume, Oscar. You've already kind of dug your hole.
Hold on. Just
Hold on, not with the
talk
power
amongst
of editing.
yourselves. I need to look up the correct Middle Eastern country that I'm thinking of.
I mean, I wouldn't be too worried about offending anybody after that Holocaust joke you made earlier in the episode, so.
Did I really make that?
No, I'm just fucking
Okay,
with you.
because I don't have a very good memory.
Oscar, you have to stop smoking so much weed. It's
Um,
precious material.
I heard
for
this.
your
I heard this
stand-up.
fucked
Okay.
up thing recently.
I
Did I tell you about it? Where like my mom was like, "Hey, they just did a study where they found out that like smoking weed can make dudes no longer have boners forever."
I don't think that's true.
I also don't think it's quite true.
I'm gonna come out and just say it. It's just not true because, it's just not true.
Jack, everyone knows if you smoke enough weed, the weed goblins will come and take your testes.
That's what happened to me, dude. It's
They will
fucked up.
They will just. I just realized what you said. They will come and they will castrate
They'll
you.
come.
Oh,
Fucking what? I've already forgotten how this ties into what we were talking about like 3 minutes ago, but in Iran, homosexuality is a crime, punishable by death for men and lashings for women, but
Yeah,
it's
Oscar,
also
can you not compare the forced sterilization and transition of people in Iran to force femme fetishists?
you were comparing my poor little cat to force femme fetishes, so I think I can do whatever the fuck I want. Anyway,
We're gonna be like, oh my
Oh
god,
my
Alan
God.
Turing got put on
Anyways,
fucking
guys,
estrogen for being
bring back
gay.
a
This is
previous
just
point
like
that we
being
were
force
talking about.
femme.
Hey guys, I'd like to bring back a previous point we were talking about where we were talking about drowning. I want to tell my drowning story now. When I was little, must have been about 5, was swimming in the little end of the little shallow end of the pool, and I was like,
Morty, you're swimming in the pool,
Morty, I was just swimming in the pool, Morty. And then I was like, you know what? Why does everybody tell me that I can't go to the deep end? It's not that dangerous. So I tried to swim out to the deep end. Immediately, I started drowning.
nice.
And then the
Well, that's
lifeguard
just
like,
fucking dumb.
yeah, I know. I have other dumb stories at the pool.
You should have
One
just
time-
died.
Honestly, I should have. One time I was like, who's calling me? What the fuck?
I'm calling you.
It's just my stupid partner. Fuck off.
I fucking hate that asshole.
Fuck them. And so I was, you know how there's the no diving signs? I bet you can figure out where the story is going already, but don't try. I was like, you know what? I can dive in the pool. So I dove in the pool. Immediately I scraped my nose and chin all on the bottom of the pool. And started like bleeding the fuck like so much. Got out, blood going down my face, and was like, oh shit. Went to the bathroom, and just put paper towels on my nose and chin. And now the texture of my nose now, if you feel it, go up and you stroke up and down on it, or stroke side to side, you can feel the texture of the scar that is now my entire nose.
Well, I think this kind of confirms my belief that you are a government psyop, because you're spreading the anti-diving in the pool propaganda. Because I just listened to this story the other day about some guy who dove into the pool, hit his head on the bottom, and when he woke up, he was a savant in piano. So he's like, I'm pretty sure the reason why they put up the no diving sign is because they're worried about too many people becoming piano savants.
You know, I'm not going to hold you to that because, but I do have some points to kind of rebuttal against. I fell on the stairs 3 times in one day when I was a kid, and had to get staples in the back of my head because I had a minor cranial contusion, and then
Fucking loser.
and I did not become a piano savant. So what gives, you know?
3
All I
times
got-
in
Because
one
you're a
day.
government
neurodivergent.
plant. You've been planted with false memories to make you not want
Oh my
to go
God,
down
I'm
the
a-
stairs
Will,
and
3
not want
times
to
in
dive
one
in the
day.
shallow
That's
end of
the
the pool.
Least intelligent feat I've ever heard come out of not just any human, but probably any creature or thing. That is
What'd you say? What'd you fucking just say to me? No, actually, what did you say?
I don't
to
know
me?
how else I can phrase this. You're not a smart guy. 3 times in one day?
Okay, I have to give you some context. I was like,
I don't think
3.
you do.
I was like 3 years old. The first time, I fell down the stairs picking up my brother from elementary school with my mom, and I was like, I'm gonna go see my brother. The second time, it was at the foot of my own stairs in my own house, and I was like, I want to go downstairs. And the third time, I was at the landing of the same flight of stairs in my own house with a bunch of Pokemon cards, and I was like, I want to go downstairs with all these Pokemon cards. And then I dropped all of the Pokemon cards. I slipped on the Pokemon cards and fell down the stairs.
I have a
Wait,
question
real
for
quick,
you.
can we listen
I
to some
fell down-
can we listen to some Family Guy? Peter falls down the stairs.
If I fell
Yes.
down the stairs as many times in one day as years I have been alive, what would you think about that? Would that make me smart?
You what?
Yeah, it would.
What was the question?
If you fell down the stairs as many times in one day as years you had been alive, would that make you smart? And I would say, yes, it would, because that's, you know how to count. Is that Peter falling down the stairs?
Lois, what the?
Yep.
I fucking love Family Guy.
Peter.
Hey, Peter! Hey, Peter!
Hey, Peter.
Hey, Peter!
Peter.
Peter!
Burr.
Buh. Boo. Peter. Among Us.
iPhone. Wow, iPhone.
Yeah, I really don't
thought-
mean to compare the two. I really just wanted to use that forced feminization thing as a jumping off point to talk about a real life issue. But I do think this would be interesting for people who don't know about it. Iran not only allows sex reassignment surgery, but subsidizes it. And it's like kind
This
of sad.
isn't a
but
good thing, by the way,
no,
for those
no.
wondering about
Yo,
there.
yeah, no, this is obviously
People-
fucking heinous.
Yeah, people will undergo this surgery just so they can be with their partner and have it be legal.
Yeah. Which
It's
I would never fucking wish upon my worst enemy to
Yeah.
experience gender dysphoria.
Another on topic thing, but for a different topic, I actually have a scab on my hand right now from scraping it on my pool back home.
You have a pool in your house?
bro. Are you
no, I have a
rich?
pool in my neighborhood.
Oh
Can I interrupt everything real quick?
no.
Yeah.
Let's continue talking.
Lil
about
Nas
crickets and
is
spiders.
pregnant.
What?
Yeah,
Thanks, Jack.
yeah.
Yeah.
Just wanted to drop that in there.
That's
But let's
cool.
not discuss that at all, actually.
No.
Please.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm not interested in that topic at
I
all.
don't go on this podcast to talk about things.
I got this new paint on my wall.
It was an accident.
I remember my Joe Rogan style rant that I was going to go on earlier.
Mm-hmm.
We from the dawn of time, we've had the concept of a superhero, right? Like I was just learning in my art history class today about the Epic of Gilgamesh. That was being told before we had even a coherent system of language.
Right.
Like back before cuneiform, when it was just like silly little pictures, there was like Gilgamesh doing superhuman things, above average strength, above average
Huge ass
power
beat.
and stamina, and just capacity to inflict damage in general. And then, to this day, our culture is just totally obsessed with superheroes.
Right. Yeah.
I love the fact that out there in nature, there's essentially just a human, but completely physically levels superior, and we don't really like talk about it.
What do you mean? There's just like a
Gorillas.
superhuman. Oh, right. Yeah. Actually.
Yeah, same shape, just exponentially more powerful muscles, bite force, more powerful bite force than a lion, a tiger, I think a shark.
Yeah.
Who has the bigger bite force?
Even like a grizzly bear, a gorilla has a more powerful bite.
Yeah.
I thought it was a Rottweiler.
I mean, gorillas, I don't know how they scale to Rottweilers. I know that they have maybe the 5th most powerful bite in the world, the first being the Nile crocodile, which is one of my favorite animals. But
Yeah.
Well, have you ever
Yeah.
heard the thing
That-
about how
Gustav was, right?
apparently
Gustav the crocodile is a Nile crocodile. If you don't know who Gustav the crocodile is, look it up. Gustav the crocodile.
Gustav the crocodile, yeah.
Yeah, I'll give you a short rundown. He's just like
I wrote my
200
college essay on this guy.
Yeah, he's like a
you
200.
did?
Yeah.
Wait.
Holy
Oh my
shit.
god, that's a fucking awesome. I love Gustav.
He is
I could read it on the
notorious for being a
podcast.
man-eater.
Yes, yeah. No, in the same way that if you look up Samuel L. Jackson or something like that on somebody like that on Google, you're gonna get like their profession underneath their name is actor.
2,000
His profession is
fucking
man killer.
pounds?
He's 2,000 pounds. See, crocodiles and
How
lobsters
the
and a bunch of
fuck
other
does
animals.
that even happen?
So what's crazy about them is that they have this thing called genetic immortality, which is unless they are killed or starve to death, which a lot of crocodiles do, they will just continue growing.
Pigs have
Gustav,
this too.
yeah, Gustav has had this the stars aligned for him where he just would eat shit and kept eating shit, and because of that he got so fucking huge that like there was this like there was like a Jaws moment where this guy was like, I'm gonna hunt down Gustav, and he was like a crocodile hunter by profession. Gustav ate him. He just fucking ate him. Like
This guy,
ate him whole.
you know what's fucked up?
He's 22 feet long.
This guy apparently is, since crocodiles can go several months without eating,
Yeah.
Gustav can afford to select his prey carefully. When
Yes.
this guy wants to kill you, that's up to God. That is God
Exactly.
saying, "Yep, you're gonna die to this crocodile." He's decided, and that's it.
He's fucking humongous. He's gigantic, and he just kept like it's just nature's crazy, man.
Jack, I know I said no more
Have you ever-
monologues, but I kind of want to read you guys my college essay.
Sure. I just wanted to say, have you ever heard of there was a huge brown bear in Kazakhstan called Katya,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
she was sentenced to 15 years in prison for eating people. And this is human prison, by the way. They sent her into a human prison.
Kudos. Wait. Oh my god, that's the biggest fuck you to a prison population.
Yeah.
How many people died?
No, she didn't eat anybody while she was in prison. She was a model inmate, so
Why not?
because it was a little mistake. She just, she had to try it out,
15 years in like a buffet,
Actually,
though. Like,
never mind. She didn't eat anybody. She just mauled 2 people.
yeah, because it's a bunch of humans locked in a cell with a bear.
No, this was outside. This is what got her sent to prison.
What the fuck? Yeah, it's a fucking bear. They're like notorious for being like having the ability to just rip anything they want to shreds.
What the
Bears
fuck?
are
Okay,
just-
both of these
Mental
people definitely
gymnastics going
deserved
through
it.
these people? Are they gonna throw a tree
An
in jail for
11-year-old
falling on
boy who
someone's
came
house?
too close to her cage shouldn't have done that, and an intoxicated 28-year-old man who attempted to shake her paw. Dumbass
Okay.
11-year-old probably Fortnite danced next to her cage or some shit. And drunk guy, that's what you get for betraying God and imbibing.
That's
Betraying
cool. I'm glad we're
God
roasting
and-
the 11-year-old for getting killed by a bear.
Honestly, it's the 11-year-old's fault, and I'm just gonna come out and say it.
I think the 11-year-old has had it too good for too long.
Exactly.
I think
Exactly.
someone needs to
Exactly.
take her down a
That's what I'm
peg.
saying.
Grow
Exactly.
up!
See, that's what I'm saying about 11-year-olds, bro.
It can't.
Bro, hit the gym for real, for real. God damn.
All right. Do you guys want to hear my college essay?
Yeah, I actually do, because now that I know it's about Gustav the crocodile, I love Gustav. He's like, that's like one of my favorite fun facts to just like talk about. Is
Yeah.
Gustav, because it's just like so interesting. Big ass
Yeah,
crocodile.
Entire first 2 weeks of college, I've just been insulting people with like dumb fucking trivia. Anyway, this is only like a page long. It won't be that bad.
I'm sorry. I'm just looking at some dumbass shit on my phone while we're all talking, and I'm looking at this picture of Rami Malek standing next to Jake Gyllenhaal, making the most shocked, horrified face I mean, he looks so fucking unnerved to be standing next to him.
Put this in the chat. I want to see this. This sounds fucking hilarious.
If the person's joking, it's probably because the stink. And if we're being honest, it probably is.
It's probably because of Jake Gyllenhaal's pheromones that he's infamous for emitting.
Yeah, he looks so fucking unnerved here. It's like scary.
Rami Malek or Jake Gyllenhaal?
Rami Malek. He usually, so many people say he always kind of looks a little bit like shocked.
Yeah,
But
he's got those
personally-
eyes.
I personally think he just looks intense.
What really makes it is that I've never seen Jake this like relaxed and happy.
Yeah, I'm so
And
used
I
to seeing him as
this
like
is
Nightcrawler.
this is the most unnerved I've ever seen Rami Malek, and this is the most at peace I've seen Jake Gyllenhaal.
Yeah, because like I feel like with Jake Gyllenhaal, like when he's on the red carpet, he has that like obviously that like forced smile, but here he just looks content. He's just like, yeah, I'm having a good time.
He's
Will, have you
stolen
seen
this.
my new
He's
Instagram bio?
stolen Rami Malek's piece.
What'd you just say, Oscar?
Have you seen my new Instagram bio?
Oh,
I
hold
have
up,
not.
go
Let
check
me.
it.
I set high goals, persistent. My motto is: if you want to win the lottery, you have to make the money to buy the ticket. All right, and then it links to
Will gets
your
it.
YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a quote from what do you call it? The fucking
Nightcrawler.
from Nightcrawler, yeah. Which is, if you haven't seen Nightcrawler, go see it. Great movie, fantastic.
I have not.
Movie. It's a really good movie. It stars Jake Gyllenhaal, and it's just like
it's similar to American Psycho.
Yeah, it's just one of those like stories that's like it sucks you in. It's a super intriguing story, and everything about it, like the writing is really really good. Jake Gyllenhaal's like has a fantastic performance in it. Is just like it's just wonderful.
One
Great
thing
movie.
that I really loved about that movie was two things actually. First was the colors. People, their skin looks like it's made out of clay at night. It's like
Oh, I've watched this movie.
Yes, the lighting and all that shit is great. But go ahead. Also, anything
the
else?
second thing was that it reminded everybody what a fucking shithole LA is.
Yeah.
And really didn't stop reminding them for the entire 1.5 hours.
Yeah, it's just like
California's terrible to like.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
No, it shows no mercy to that fucking hellhole.
Nobody actually wants to watch. Live in LA.
Yeah. LA is
the daily
fucking
schedule of an LA citizen is thinking of ways and or acting to leave LA.
Yeah.
Can I just aside? I feel like we moved past him a little bit too quickly. I fucking love Rami Malek.
Yeah.
I love that man.
Yeah.
Nothing but respect. I think
he's
a critically underclaimed guy.
I haven't seen him in too much stuff.
You don't even need to. He's just good.
I know I've seen like interviews of him when what do you call it? When What the Fuck came out.
Not at the museum.
Yeah, Bohemian Rhapsody.
Which, by the way, performance in Night at the Museum, he rocked a lot of kids' worlds in that movie. The reveal, brilliant.
Yeah.
I realize that kind of sounds gross. Rocked a bunch of little kids' worlds. I mean that in that it was funny. It was funny as fuck.
Will said something very similar about Shawn Mendes in one of my videos that I cut out.
Shawn Mendes? I don't have any remembrance of this. What did I say?
You like really enthusiastically let everybody know like how many like young people have had their sexual awakening to Shawn Mendes and then just left it at that.
Yeah, it's true. A lot of people he's just that type of dude, you know?
Yeah.
Rami Malek is kind of like that, I guess.
I guess. I don't know. Something about you just adding "I guess" to that just made it so much more funny to me.
It's for a particular kind of people, though. I feel like.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I was like, it seems very. I wouldn't say not one-sided, but like very particular.
My
it's
favorite
a unique
part
set of circumstances in which you become to realize that you find Rami Malek incredibly hot.
Yeah. But I love bugs. I love that look in the eye.
My favorite part of this screenshot is the open tab in the background that says even animals go to jail.
Yep. They do go to jail.
Also, I don't know, something about just the Korean directly beneath this tweet also makes it really funny to me.
Yeah, Jack, do you read Korean?
What? Oh, wait. Let me look at what is going on in that. No, I just follow a lot of Korean artists. This particular artist is somebody who draws they draw like hyper realistic like backgrounds, but then like little bugs and characters and stuff in them.
Nice. Jack, can I tell America about your dad's relationship to the Korean language?
Oh, that he doesn't really know it, but that he lived on a Korean fishing boat for years.
Yeah.
Not a year. Not a years. He lived on it for like a year.
Yeah. Jack's dad, as I believe the story goes, got his heart broken and then moved to Alaska to go work on a fishing boat.
Right.
Found a bunch of Korean people and then worked with them for a year.
Yeah. Also did not know a single word of Korean.
Not a lick.
Jesus Christ. So basically, he just put himself into like isolation, but with other people for a year, because he couldn't really like communicate with them very well. I would imagine. So he was just left to his own thoughts for like.
She was in the one who broke his heart was an actress, by the way, who was in a movie. Who I think that's her. Yeah. I'm not gonna dox her because then you would be able to look up her name and find.
It's
who
just
she
Kate
is.
Blanchett.
It's actually Barbara Streisand, but close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fun stuff.
You guys want to hear my college essay?
Sure thing. Go ahead. I want to hear about this Gustavo fellow.
Okay.
Gustavo Fring.
By the way, this is a question that I like to ask about an hour and a half into the recording. How's my audio? Is it like good?
It's like it's all right.
Crunched.
It's a little bit crunched, yeah. I don't think it's like the worst it could be. It could definitely get a lot worse. So it's tolerable, I would say.
Okay. I'd say it's anything is better than Wet Ones because throughout the entirety of Wet Ones, we just had like fucking cars, like airplanes, helicopters, like
Yeah.
birds, cicadas, like just
Everything.
Every source of background noise. My friend messaged me and they were like, this made me really nostalgic for Maryland because all I could hear the entire fucking time was just the background noise of Maryland.
Yeah.
Wait, what made you nostalgic? Repeat that?
Will and I's video, Wet Ones.
Oh, Wet Ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's that one where we do gay porn together.
It's the one where we sit on a porch outdoors and record without microphones for half an hour as the audience just suffers.
And then we also they were not the only ones suffering because Oscar tried to feed me wet bread and was like, eat this wet bread.
And you did not eat the wet bread, but Oscar definitely did.
Oscar did take a bite of the wet bread.
Mm.
But that fucking, it's such a good idea. Welcome to Wet Ones.
The show with wet food and even wetter questions. And then another classic.
Tell us about that college essay, buddy.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So the prompt was describe an idea, topic, or concept you find so engaging that it makes you lose all track of time. Why does it captivate you? What or who do you turn to when you want to learn more?
And you can cut this out, but where did you apply to using this essay?
Rhode Island School of Design was the most prestigious institution I applied to.
And did they accept you based on this?
Yes.
This is fantastic. Please continue.
I love it.
Yeah. The Nile crocodile should be the most powerful predator on the planet. Amongst billions of other species, its bite strength is unrivaled. It can grow past 18 feet and over 2,000 pounds, bigger than any other terrestrial carnivore. The Nile crocodile kills more humans each year than every species of shark, bear, and lion combined. It's bulletproof. A single Nile crocodile in Burundi named Gustav is confirmed to have survived machine gun fire and, supposedly, an indirect hit from an RPG. Technically speaking, I have no way of knowing for sure which wild species is the biggest threat to all others, as there are a myriad of factors at play. Habitat restrictions and unpredictable behavior are variables that make this question challenging. What I do know is that evolution has blessed Nile crocodiles with some of the most stunning and brutal survival equipment that nature has to offer. I often pass time wondering how such artistic genius, cellular cunning, and militaristic creativity manifests in a living thing. Curiously, the Nile crocodile is not the most powerful predator on the planet. Yes, Gustav could and has demolished numerous humans in a one-on-one confrontation. It could even be argued that the deadliest weapon an average human could feasibly access and carry would be no match for Gustav, as several humans throwing hand grenades at him were unable to bring him down. It is not, however, in one-on-one confrontations that humans prove their power over Nile crocodiles. Humans could destroy Nile crocodiles by the thousands without ever going near them. We could shop at businesses that eat away at their habitat. We could buy their overhunted food sources. We could live unsustainably and pollute their land, destroy their ozone layer further, and curse them with unnatural amounts of heat. The South African Journal of Wildlife Research has found that human pressures have begun to dwindle the Nile crocodile population of Lake Sabaya. Another study from South Africa's Scientific Electronic Library Online observed a decline in the Nile crocodile population of Loskop Dam and Olifants River due to pollution, pesticides, and nearby metalwork. I'm fascinated by the power of wild animals, but I'm fascinated even more by humans' abilities to subvert the very meaning of power, to unknowingly and indirectly tear apart millions of lives by sustaining their own. Fortunately, I have just as much power to defend these natural habitats as I do to destroy them. If I am taught well enough, I can research the institutions that threaten wild animals and learn how they operate. If I'm given the chance, I can build a platform to spread information about how to disrupt these institutions and work against them myself. If I'm trained to succeed, I can build a flourishing career and direct my profits where they're needed most. These are the factors that I've used to build my list of colleges. I trust in, insert college here, ability to teach me critical thinking and researching skills. I trust in, insert college here, ability to set me up to succeed and give me the connections I need to build a successful career. I think about power all the time. When I want to learn more about its limits and versatility, I read comic books and study the animal kingdom. I use the knowledge and inspiration these things give me to make stories, artwork, and games. However, if I'm to become a productive member of society, I need to consider power in a very different context. I need to weigh the actions of myself and everything around me. In other words, it is my responsibility to be educated, and I look forward to completing my education at insert college here.
Those insert college years really add to the.
All right.
Yeah, that's how I turned it in.
It's pretty good. It's pretty fucking fantastic. I got a short criticism.
Go.
One, I think Gustav will be unaffected by any human environment destruction because he's built like a fucking tank.
Yeah.
I would rather cut open Gustav and live in and like hide myself within his, the warm, still bloody corpse of his body.
Me too.
In the event of a nuclear blast, than a bunker. And two, I think you should have gone full Ted Kaczynski at the end there when you talked about how you could research into how companies work and gain power for yourself. I think you should have said that with this information, you can learn how to summarily execute the heads of said companies.
If I'm educated well enough, not only can I learn how to take advantage of the postal service.
Exactly. I think you should have said you were really interested in the agricultural department and learning the most about their fertilizers. So, yeah.